Hey Swaggy Swan family, thanks for tuning in. Today I'm going to show you how to do aloe vera oil with infused raw coconut oil, the extreme great hair growth treatment and moisturizing oil that you can put in your child's hair every day. I've showed you guys how to do a daily moisturizing spray with aloe vera. Now I'm going to show you how to do a daily aloe vera oil. Still helpful with helping your child's hair to grow and still helpful with giving your child that great moisturizing that comes from the aloe vera plant as well as raw coconut oil. So let's get into this video. Stay tuned. Of course, this is going to be budget friendly. I'm going to show you a bunch of tips and tricks. Alright, so here's what you need. You need some type of strainer. If you don't have a strainer, you can use a nylon stocking. Budget friendly and works just as good. You'll also need raw coconut oil. If you can't get your hands on raw coconut oil from your grocery store, yes, you can already use the liquefied coconut oil, but raw is preferred. You'll need some type of knife to cut your aloe vera plant, and also you'll need a pot of some sort. Any type of pot will do. Now you have your aloe vera leaf plant. Make sure you also have a jar or some type of container to put your oil in for when you're done. The aloe vera plant is only $1.99 most places and can be found at your local grocery store, even a Whole Foods. You're going to want to chop off a portion with that knife or cut off a portion of the aloe vera plant nice and smoothly. Make sure you're being safe when you're doing this. If you are not an adult, please have the assistance of an adult when doing this. I know all different ages watch my videos and tips, so just putting that out there. So next, you're going to want to cut a good portion of this. The thing about this is the more you use, the better. You'll just have more oil. So we're going to cut off the spiky part of the aloe vera plant. Also, very, very important. Be very careful because if you prick your finger on that spiky part, it can actually draw blood. So you definitely want to cut that off first. So we'll do that nice and smooth, and as you can see, we're almost getting to the good stuff, which is the inside of the aloe vera plant. So here's the thing, you can do this two different ways. You can chop up your aloe vera plant into small chunks like this and even smaller, but the green part you can leave it on and just throw that in the pot as is, believe it or not. Or you can take a different approach and you can cut up your aloe vera and you can actually just remove the skin and just take out the gel part solely. So if you choose to do it either way, it's fine. There's a lot of people who feel like there's still a lot of benefits and nutrients captured in the skin. So if you're one of those people, keep the skin on. If not, you can do it the way you see here, and you'll just simply remove the gel carefully with the knife by basically cutting it out. And once you have those gel pieces from it, you can put them into the pot and you can do it that way. So as you can see, I'm just slicing real carefully. I'm going to show you. Look how ooey and gooey this is. This is the key. This is really, really the good stuff of the aloe vera gel that people speak about. You've seen my other video that has well over 850,000 views currently. And it's because aloe vera is the truth, guys. That good stuff really is great for your child's hair. It's even great for adults' hair. But you know I focus on child, baby hair care. So yeah, but yes, definitely good for adults as well, but specifically for your child's hair. So I'm just slicing that up, and that's what you would do, and you would throw it into the pot. Let's get into the next steps. So now that we have our aloe vera gel nicely in our pot, if you do not have a blender, don't worry, I got a budget-friendly hack for you. Just use a spoon. Yes, you're going to have to really put some wrist work into that, but you would go ahead and kind of twirl it until you get it broken down. If you don't, you can go ahead and use this appliance here, and you can just smash that bad boy down. That's another alternative if you do not have a blender. Of course, if you have a blender, go ahead and put those into the blender. Blend it, not liquefied, but blend it to the point that I'll show you the consistency you want it at in a second. But you blend that up and you're good. And this is the consistency that you want it to be once you're done. So now I'm going to add the raw coconut oil. So as you can see, I'm just putting in a little bit. I'm kind of just ballparking the amount, not a specific measurement. And I'm stirring it up with the fork. And next thing I'm going to do is just transfer this pot and put it on the stove. So this is important, the heat. You do not want to put this on high, okay? You're not trying to burn out the nutrients out of the aloe vera gel, okay, or the raw coconut oil. So I put it on a medium setting, and that's getting nice and hot. Think of it like creating your own hot oil treatment for your child's hair, but you don't want to have it scalding hot or high heat. So I keep that on there for about a good 5 to 6 minutes. Then I switch it to a very low setting, and I keep that on low for like the last 1 to 2 minutes. And that is all it takes. I turn it off, and voila. As you can see, I threw in one of the pieces that had the skin on there just for some extra nutrients. But now I'm going to go ahead, take that stem out, and remember, handle this cautiously because it is still very warm, so you want to be careful. I'm going to use the strainer, or if you don't have a strainer, just use a pantyhose, cut it, and create your own strainer. And I'm going to capture that gel. Now the oil itself that we've broken down is separating from the gel, and that's exactly what you want to do. So you can continue to do that, and you can also just take a fork and press it down to get all the excess good gooey oil that we've created to strain out. And then the oil that you now have in your dish below, you can go ahead, put it back in the pot and strain it again if you choose. It's up to you how many times you want to strain it, but primarily you have to take out that actual gel in order to create a liquefied oil. Here we have it, some good stuff, a perfect amount for your child's hair, and you're just going to want to transfer that into a bottle. So I'm transferring it into this glass jar that I have right here, and I'm going to set it down when I'm done and just allow it to cool before using it in my child's hair. So carefully transfer that. Obviously, if you have a funnel, guys, don't play yourself like I did. Just use a funnel, or you can just do what I'm doing, because again, it's not scalding hot, but still carefully transport that. Look at that. You can see the cloudiness in it. It goes to show you still have remnants of the aloe vera gel inside the jar, which is perfect. Okay, so you have not burnt it to the point where you've gotten rid of all of the good stuff. So don't let anybody tell you that, because there will be naysayers. All right, so you have your oil created, and we're gonna move on to the next step. If you look here, you can see the 3 different layers. So you have the raw coconut oil that's now been liquefied in there, and you can see a section of the foam from the aloe vera gel, and you can see that both naturally, just like oil and water would separate, these two things are separating. But you always just shake before using it in your child's hair, and it's good to go. I know somebody's gonna ask me, where do I store it? Where can I store it? You can store it in the fridge if you choose, or you can just store it on the counter. I don't mind just storing mine either way, but you can start to see if it turns color, then it would probably be the point where you need to stop using it. Also, quick disclaimer, if it starts to turn color, throw it back into a pot. You can reheat it up, and that heat will help to bring it back. But don't use it for more than a week, I would say. Just make a new fresh batch. Okay, so I have Savannah here, and I'm going to show you. Savannah's hair was in a protective style, so her hair is very dry right now. I'm going to take a little bit of that aloe vera and coconut oil that we made, put it in the palm of my hand, and I'm going to apply it to her hair. It's so nice and warm. That's the good thing when you do it right after making it. So I'm putting that in her hair, and you can see it glisten. Okay, her hair is going to lock in with the oil. It's going to begin to be moisturized, and I'm also going to massage the scalp. You guys have to remember, this is for hair growth also. This is a fact. You can look it up. Aloe vera the plant has the correct nutrients in it to stimulate hair growth in your child's hair. This oil option is also great if you want to be able to do something, like I said, daily, and if you need a detangler. You can detangle your child's hair with this. You would just apply it in small sections, use a detangling brush, and of course you would be able to smooth out their hair and detangle it. So there's so many benefits of this oil, and what's even better is you can use it daily. I keep stressing that because I get that question a lot. What can I use as a daily moisturizer? Well, here you go. And shrinkage is real. I showed you how Savannah's hair is still waist length, and I'm going to go ahead and literally in each section I'm just going to apply the aloe vera and coconut oil, and her hair will be moisturized. And I'm going to do that throughout her whole head. Do not forget the scalp, guys. Very, very important to stimulate that scalp for hair growth. Now, I always tell you guys to do your own research. Research everything you're going to put in your child's hair, everything that a YouTube hair guru tells you about what benefits there are for your child's hair. I don't care if it's me or anybody else. Research on your own. But because I know a lot of people won't, I'm going to tell you the benefits of aloe vera on my own. Aloe vera has over 75 active ingredients in it. Lots like amino acids and minerals such as zinc or copper, which have clinically been proven to help you have healthier hair, shine in your hair, and promote hair growth. So that's important to know. It has a high water content, and it's filled with vitamins and minerals, and it assists your hair with its natural pH level. That is why aloe vera is amazing for your child's hair. It also contains enzymes which are clinically proven to repair dead skin cells on the scalp. Okay, so it's a great conditioner if you want to use it that way. It can leave your child's hair smooth and shiny, and again, it promotes hair growth. It's helpful with itchy scalp, reduces dandruff, and it's just great. Also, if you check like a lot of your conditioners and shampoos, you'll notice that they have aloe vera as an active ingredient in it. It's because it's a rich moisturizer, and it can stay in your hair without your hair looking greasy or having a greasy feel. All right, so it's really, really, really helpful. Raw coconut oil is great also. It's a natural protein, and it's really helpful for people who lack natural protein in their hair, but it's not for everybody. I say that to say, if you're not a fan of coconut oil, replace it with something like argan oil or even virgin olive oil. That is fine. You'll know your child's hair isn't a fan of coconut oil if when you use it, you notice that their hair is actually more brittle and not shiny and not moisturized. That does not mean you need to use more coconut oil. That means your child's hair is not a fan of coconut oil. Therefore, again, do not use it. And also, when you're using raw coconut oil or even the liquefied version, only use about 2 tablespoons. If you use too much, you're gonna clog the hair. But again, if you notice it's not working in your child's hair, then use different oils that are a moisturizer and hair growth stimulant. But you definitely want to be washing your child's hair at least once a week, because you do not want to leave the aloe vera and coconut oil in their hair weeks upon weeks upon weeks. Try not to get in the habit of doing that. You still want to eventually wash it out. All right. You know I'm going to talk about this because my go-to since Savannah has been a baby is authentic Jamaican black castor oil. And I'm going to give you a little tip of a secret ingredient. When you make this oil, you can add a little bit of the authentic Jamaican black castor oil. Authentic. Okay, link will be in the description box for that. But you can add the authentic Jamaican black castor oil. I would say about 2 tablespoons also. And ta-da! We are done. This is a completed look. Savannah's hair is now moisturized by the aloe vera oil we created, infused with raw coconut oil. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We love you all. Kisses, kisses, and God bless.